Hi, I'm Wyatt, an American English pronunciation teacher. My goal is to help you sound exactly like an American when you speak. One of the most common mistakes that my students make when speaking English is mixing up the sounds E and I. Okay, let's start by just repeating the sounds. Repeat them exactly as you hear them. E, 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 I, I, I. Let's start by looking at what makes these sounds different in terms of my mouth position and structure. So for the sound E, my tongue is going to be a little bit higher. E, E. And for the sound I, my tongue goes down and back just a little bit. Not too much, but a little bit. I, I. E, I. E, I. You'll also see that my mouth opens just a little bit when I move from E to I. E, I, E, I. So, if you're having trouble pronouncing these sounds, it might be helpful to use a mirror to help you see what you're doing when you're pronouncing the sounds. Let's look at some practice drills called minimal pairs to help us compare the difference between these two sounds in real words. Weak, wick, cheap, chip, seat, sit, beat, bit, lead, lid, reach, rich. And one very important one, leave, live. I encourage you to use this video to help you practice these minimal pairs as many times as you need until you can hear perfectly and pronounce perfectly the difference between the two words. For example, a non-native speaker might say, I live in Madrid. I live in Madrid. But we need to make sure we use the I sound here. So the correct pronunciation would be, I live in Madrid. I live in Madrid. Let's look at some example sentences with the sound E. Not, he told me. He told me. He, me. Instead, he, me. He told me. He told me. Not, I feel sad. I feel sad. Not, min, feel. Instead, mean, feel. I feel sad. I feel sad. Not, I'm gonna read the book next week. I'm gonna read the book next week. Not, read, week. Instead, read, week. I'm gonna read the book next week. I'm gonna read the book next week. Be especially careful with the word feel. Many non-native speakers pronounce this word as fill, fill. However, this is not correct, and it sounds like the word fill, like fill up a cup with water. That's not what we want. Make sure you're saying feel, feel. Next, let's look at some example sentences with the sound I. Not, it is difficult to learn a new language. It is difficult to learn a new language. It is difficult. Instead, it is difficult. It is difficult to learn a new language. It is difficult to learn a new language. Not, I got a ride to the office with him. I got a ride to the office with him. Not, with him. Instead, with him. I got a ride to the office with him. I got a ride to the office with him. Not, I live in this city. I live in this city. Not live in this city. Instead, live in this city. I live in this city. I live in this city. Okay, I hope this video has helped you feel more comfortable and confident using these two different sounds when you're speaking English. Please use this video to practice as much as you need until you feel better using these sounds. I also offer one-on-one pronunciation coaching to help students who want to reduce their accent and sound more like a native speaker. I help students identify their weak spots and develop a personalized series of lessons to help them reach their accent goals. To learn more or to take personal lessons with me, check out the links below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.